Hey everybody, welcome back to Monster Con. We're joined by special guest Cait, or Caitlin, or how do you want to be?
It's
Cait, okay.
fine.
We're going to do a quick game, but it's still going to probably take a full week because we need the content. I know you guys are clamoring for more Diablo 4. Anyway, so you've never played Spooky Con. You played a little bit of Monster Prom, or Monster Con, rather. So we'll just do the whole shebang. Spooky Con. For some, it was merely a convention. But for us, space doesn't do the thing, I guess. It was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we could finally feel like, no matter who we were, we belonged. You get to be whoever you want. I only have these 4 characters unlocked. At some point, I should buy some of these.
Let's go with the first one.
Nice. What do you want her name to be? Or it can be a he. There's no judgment. Blue? All right.
Blue's fine.
Bronze sheet, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Blue. But as dreamy as Spooky Con was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after-party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question: would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Zoe, question mark, an eldritch cutie who went from an endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic, Liam Prom. Liam DeLioncourt, 400 XTX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Doug Campbell, 24, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Omen, 25? An evil overlord who was secretly freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. Nico Sharp, 22, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, 24, a clown idol who contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside quote-unquote cute mascots. She literally has like 8 or 9 emotional mascots that we had to pick voices for. It was a pain. It had to be one of them, but who? That means we're going to be unloading some of those probably onto you. We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone the rest of our lives? Ha! We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Nobody fucking catches it when I do rodeo. Alright, tell us 3 things you like. This will help you pick the characters that you are going to go for. Or at least the ones who show up in the first encounter. Do you like magical...
Searching for loot.
Searching for loot in RPGs? Perfect.
Searching for loot. Heavy metal idols.
There. And one more.
Magical girl transformations.
Sweet. Choose your top 3 favorite villain archetypes. There are no descriptions, and these will affect your stats. So.
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera? Alright, perfect.
Yep.
What's number 2?
Let's go with the barbarian-looking guy.
And the last...
The Jester.
Okay. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves the goal rather than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic! We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Oh, I think we've unlocked all of the genres because there's no more room.
Shit.
Sweet.
All right. What's your genre again?
Yes. We have done romance, noir, and sci-fi, but we can totally do them again because it's still really funny and silly regardless.
Let's go with Noir.
Nice. I believe that means
Mossman.
Detective Mossman
Wow.
shows up at the end. The fear of failure stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going, that we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yay! This game saves automatically. Alright, so here are your stats. Your charm is pretty garbage. Oh, you get to go 4 times? Wow. Okay, so where would you like to go first? You can see, like, if I hover over your stats, you can see, like, the little icons. Those are the stats when you get those stats when you go to those locations.
Let's
That
increase
would be
charm.
The vendor's hall, the little kissy face icon. So we'll go over here. Near the merch hall, you find a gacha shop. You put in a coin and get a real buff duck.
Ah, shit. My
Random, but cool. You put in another coin. You open the gacha and there's a letter? Please, help us. We buff ducks were imprisoned in these balls by the gacha master centuries ago. It all began when... And you're already bored. You get another gacha ball and it's another buff duck. Cool. You take 2 charm. Then you, Zoe, Nico,
What?
and April rush to your next amazing shift at the pop-up maid cafe. Being a maid really feels like it could be your calling.
You
I
get
don't
to do
think we-
April's voice.
Okay.
Hey, Blue, we need to talk to you in the kitchen.
And you can also be blue.
Sure, what's up?
Make up a...
Remember, girls. Compliment sandwich. First of all, those stockings look so cute on you. Your calves were made to maid. Haha.
But you don't seem to be getting this maid thing at all, and your customers keep leaving.
Also, I saw you tying your own shoes the other day. Coming from you, I think that's quite impressive.
I'd say there's room for improvement in the compliment sandwich department, but good job. Not to you, Blue. The whole point of this meeting is clearly stating you are not doing a good job. Oh.
Don't worry, you're not completely a lost cause. You just need to find your thing.
Every maid brings her personal flair to the act. You gotta find your own brand.
I have a bubbly demeanor that mixes well with my ability to bounce my boobs in a carefree manner while I move.
There you go.
I noticed. Would you teach me? I'd love to do some boob bouncing exercises with you, Nico.
I think of my weirdness by filling the weirdo with off-putting charm spot.
And I suppress all the horrible thoughts I have towards our customers under a tone so sweet you can almost feel the rainbow in my words.
So, what's your thing?
Teeth? What?
Look, your table 5 just ordered an almond rice with ketchup art. Ketchup art is the reflection of a maid's soul.
Okay.
So why don't you use it as an opportunity to tell us what your whole deal as a maid is?
Okay.
Yeah, or else we'll have to fire you. But no hard feelings.
Yep, sure. No pressure at all. What ketchup art will you draw on the next customer's omurice? A happy, loving face feels implausible. Draw a hyper-realistic face of pure dread as the omurice is about to be devoured. Make it personal. Write the client's full address. They'll feel so seen. So the way this works versus
Let's do the hyper
the way this works
realistic.
versus like Monster Prom worked is that you in Monster Prom you had to like pick which one had you more points in, or you would lose points and get it up. This time it doesn't really matter which one has more points. You will gain the point that that's related to and lose the point that the other one is related to, but you don't really lose the prom. You can't fail the proms. Except under very specific circumstances.
Yeah, when you get a special ending.
Yeah,
you
which
can
apparently we
tell
were not
them.
going to get when we're doing a short game. Whatever. What are those cucumbers? You pour your heart and soul into this masterpiece and proudly serve it up to the customer. He stares in horror. What is this?
Only some of the best ketchup I've ever seen. Didn't Blue do an amazing job capturing the utter horror of being devoured?
Yeah, I love the detail around the eyes. If you look into them, you can really tell this Amarice has a wife and kids, and how sad he is that he'll never see them again.
I don't want to eat this.
Blue made this omurice with love, especially for you. Are you really going to reject her love like that?
But it looks so real. It feel like I was committing murder. Vor murder. This guy's right. You can tell most of our omurice is okay with being eaten because they're happy smiles. This one has so much to live for.
Nico, you're not helping. You'll eat the delicious, love-filled omurice if you know what's good for you.
I don't know what to do.
I think the Amarice just shed a tear. Blue's skill is really next level.
I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2. Don't make me say
The customer
3.
starts to eat the omurice, tears rolling down his face as he begs forgiveness between bites. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, Blue. I've learned that mortals cry for all sorts of reasons, so it's safe to assume those were happy tears.
Oh God, it's one of those. Sure, just keep telling yourself that. I'm proud of you, Blue. You found your thing. The maid that inflicts emotional suffering on her masters. That's definitely something that comes natural to you. You gain 2 creativity and lose 2 charm. Well, you're back to where you started with charm, but you can't go back to charm again. Not this day, anyway.
Oh.
Your next lowest is smarts, so you go to smarts. And then I don't know what we're going to do with the
Okay.
other 2 days, the other 2 options. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain 2 smarts from all the knowledge and from learning so many new dick jokes.
Yay, the jokes!
It's a big day for weeaboos. Astral Princess Girl Power Saves the Day is finally getting a 2nd season. You're not missing the exclusive premiere. Yay! Astral Princess is such an icon. This is going to be the most kawaii uwu day of my life. I like how he's wearing the outfit, but they aren't wearing the outfits.
It's starting. We better quiet down.
If any of you talk over Astral Princess, I will bite you!
Kinky.
Oddly, there's no intro sequence. We cold open on Astral Princess battling a new foe. You cannot defeat me. I, Prince Edgelord, will defeat you with my Apocalypse Ray, which is a ray that can cause the apocalypse.
Huh? Not the strongest dialogue there.
Alright, someone else
Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't.
sobs Astral Princess.
I'm just a weak girl who got her powers by accident. I don't deserve to save the world.
Wasn't her entire season 1 arc about her gaining her confidence? Where did all that go?
Who is... Okay, oh, is it Tanuki Kamaru, the mascot? Go ahead and be Tanuki Maru, the mascot, Cait.
No, Astro Princess. Remember who you are. You are the Astro
No.
Princess.
Tanuki
Yep.
Maru, the Astral Princess's magical mascot. Then the show cuts to a 15-minute flashback sequence from scenes of season 1. They're doing a recap episode as the first episode of season 2? The crowd is not having it. They boo, hiss, and start throwing things at the screen. Oh God! I think you were the angel and I'm the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calm down, you nerds. If you can't control yourselves, we'll ban you from the con for life.
Someone throws a Molotov cocktail and sets the curtains on fire. Holy shit.
Fuck it. Our lives ain't worth this. Every monster for themselves.
No! We gotta calm everyone down. A lifetime ban from SpookyCon is a fate worse than death. Actual death might be in the future if Molotov cocktails are on the menu, so yeah, you should stop this crowd from being a full-scale angry mob. Fire the Dakimakura cannon. Wait, it's a cannon that's loaded with Dakimakuras. No one can be sad when they have a Dakimakura. Convince everyone that a few very bad seasons are necessary for an anime to attain the cult status that allows you to say, it really gets good in season 5.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
let's do
fire
the
the cannon! Who is this?
My name is Lieutenant Goosefeather. I am a veteran from the ship wars of old.
What's going on back here in the background?
I've manned the Dakimakura cannon for over 15 years.
Why are all these backgrounds?
I've seen many people die. And for what? The desire for two fictional characters to have sex in canon. No.
What? Rubber pair? Rari pair? I'm guessing that's an anime thing.
No Rari pair is reason enough to stab a fellow fandom enjoyer in the eye. Just ask me. After all the bloodbath and tragedy, today my favorite ship is seen as the accepted OTP of the show. At what cost?
OTP?
What you're hearing.
Oh, jeez.
I delivered pillows that made people sleep forever.
What?
And I will have to live with that till the day I die.
This took a way serious return.
But an old friend just called me. This time it'll be different. This time my Dakimakuras won't bring violence. They'll bring peace.
Oh, so he's not talking about this specific, but he has used the cannon in a war setting to kill people. Soon the angry crowd is distracted and delighted by all the Dakimakuras raining down. You saved us, Blue Senpai, and you got us free Dakimakuras. You're my hero.
Oh, the Dakimakura cannon, a weapon of mass horny destruction. It could have ended the world, but now it's saving it.
Oh my god.
Dibs on the pillow of Prince Edgelord. His dialogue lines are terrible, but his cheekbones make up for it.
Back up, bitch! I called that one first!
I'm kidding. You can share it, Zoe. 60-40% custody.
You grab as many Dakimakuras as you can and gain 2 fun, but you still lose 2 charm.
Just losing all the charm.
All the charm. All right. Yeah.
I'm not
Let's
very
just
charming.
do some
It's fine.
boldness at the hotel. How's that sound?
Okay.
You're chilling in the hotel room, staring at the ceiling. When you've already memorized the ceiling, you decide to call room service. Room service asks,
How can I help you?
you tell room service you memorized the ceiling because you're bored. Turns out room service loves your room's ceiling. They've memorized it out of boredom too. You talk about it for hours. The conversation is enriching, and it inspires you for any ceiling-themed creative project you may have in the future. You gain 2 creativity. Oh, boldness is not bad. That boldness is the main floor. Apparently, a day at the con wasn't enough to exhaust you because you and your friends decided to hit up a karaoke bar. April and Liam are finishing their duet now. Oh god, it's Butts by the Booty Boys.
Cut.
All about those butts. Yeehaw, my turn. Sure on deck, Blue. Time to pick a song that wows everyone. Yet another classic situation where you have to choose wisely to impress your friends. So what do you sing? Wait, hold that thought. Some sort of horrible flaming portal just appeared, and out of it walks an infernal hell beast. Nico, what the hell did you do? I was just singing. Let's not jump to conclusions. You don't know if my song has anything to do with this beast being summoned.
What are you singing? Infernal beast summoning spell from the 4th circle of hell?
It was in the country music category. What else was I supposed to sing this get up? Hip hop? Didn't you read the title of the song? Yes, but who am I to judge how artists choose to name their songs? I thought you were all about disruptive art, Liam. Meanwhile, the Hell Beast is destroying everything in sight. It also looks like April's fled the scene and locked the door behind her. April, let us out!
But if I open the door, the beast could get out and go on a murder spree. Less people will die this way.
Let people who happen to be your friends.
It wouldn't be nice if I let personal bias affect my
You
choice.
gotta do something about this Hell Beast, or you won't be allowed to attend the con tomorrow, or ever again. Take advantage of your surroundings. Choose a duet so the beast is forced to sing along with you instead of murdering you all. When in doubt, choose blackmail. Tell April that if she doesn't let you out, you'll spend your dying breath posting no makeup photos of her online. Alright,
Let's try the
this one might
duet.
actually be charm. You choose a song that actually the other one's probably charm. You choose a song that's not even what a rampaging hell beast can resist. You're the one that I want from Greece. The catchy, peppy intro starts, and you wink and toss the beast a microphone. It looks murderously confused, or confusedly murderous, but it instinctively catches the mic. That's the power of pop, baby! Oh no.
I got bills. They're
Please tell me it had like a
multiplying.
picture and it's like roars and the murderous hell beast.
We're doomed. After 400 years, I somehow always suspected I'd die in a karaoke booth. No, Liam, look closer. The beast isn't rampaging. It's singing.
I'm losing control.
Sings the murderous hell beast. You give the strongest, lustiest, greasiest performance of your life. The beast looks at you with respect, as if interpreting your sass as dominance. The song ends, and it seems like the beast is subdued. You all stare at it, frozen, afraid to break eye contact. Then there's a knocks at the door.
Are you all done in there? We have this room reserved. It's our turn.
Yes, by all means, get in here.
You all flee the room and block the door behind you.
Great job, Blue. You dominated that song.
I complimented the perfect version to make them all forget I left them to die.
What? I really did like her performance. It can be both.
Hooray! You saved everyone's lives. You're so proud of yourself that you almost don't hear the screams of those other people being mauled to death in the karaoke booth. You gain 2 creativity and lose 2 boldness. Alright, that's fine. At least you didn't lose charm again.
Yeah.
Not that you can, like, fail by getting 0 or something. Alright, there's one more place to go to today. Then you sit at the lunch table, I think? So our options are boldness and fun. Which fun is... Alright,
Let's
cool.
go for fun.
Yes. You attend an indie tabletop game showcase and get pulled into a Euro game based around the classic party game Never Have I Ever. It's like the original game, but there are different point values assigned to the severity of your admissions. There's also sudden death rules, a phone a friend mechanic, and a robber, somehow. 2 hours later, you decide that never will you ever play this game again. At least you're getting too fun hearing the embarrassing things the other players admitted. Doug and Omen are competing in the Puyo tournament, and they need all the support they can get. You and April could go to cheer them on.
Hey, Doug. Great job so far. You're kicking butt at this game for children.
I can't believe I lost! This game is impossible! For you to have made it this far, Doug, you must be a true master.
Well, I like to play Puyo to unwind before bed, so yeah, I'm not bad. Doug's better than not bad. He's great. He makes it all the way to the final match.
Yo, what the fuck is up, chat? Your boy Riz is here to stop ass at the Puyo finals.
We hate this guy.
Good luck, buddy.
This is going to be a great game.
It sure will be. For me, I eat losers like you for breakfast and shit out your dreams, Lamau.
I hate this guy so much. I hate to say I'm rude, but don't you think you're being a little bit rude?
Bro, it's called trash talking? What's wrong? Can't take it, you little bitch? You got a stinky little bitch baby diaper on?
No, I'm not a Biatch, I can take it. It's just that taking it hurts my feelings, and I would prefer not to.
This mouth-breathing shit stain appears to be maligning our good friend Doug, and it's affecting his Puyo Puyo performance.
That's Puyo Puyo.
April, you restrain him while I stab him 12 times.
Yes. That's...
What? No, I'd never be an accessory to a murder.
Yeah, especially now with so many witnesses around.
That's fair, but you still can't let this slide. You need to get Doug's mind off the trash talk so he can win. Lend Doug your fanciest hat. He'll get so many compliments from strangers, it'll cancel out the trash talking. Release 3 raccoons. Everyone knows raccoons love garbage, so if Riz keeps trash talking, he'll risk the raccoons looking for food inside his filthy mouth.
Release the Barbaras!
The raccoons, yes.
Releasing the Barbaras!
Yes.
The raccoons.
Blue, what are you doing? Why do you have raccoons with you?
Because raccoons are super useful. Haven't you seen her harvest people's souls into them? It's funny.
True, but you have a different use for them today. I like how we're just going to gloss over that. You release the raccoons at the trash talker's feet, where they hungrily watch his mouth.
What are these raccoons doing here? Is it your fan club, bruh? Something makes sense they'd be in a dumpster fire like you.
The raccoons climb up the streamer's body and start pawing at his lips with their stinky, adorable hands.
Get him off of me! Do something, ref!
Why? This is perfectly legal, the referee says.
It's true. Mouth raccoons balance the meta against trash talking. The trash talker's mouth is too full of raccoon butt to respond, or play Puya Puya for that matter.
What is that loser doing? You're not supposed to eat the raccoons alive, dumbass! You have to kill them first!
The raccoons stare hungrily at Oben, but luckily Doug wins the match before they climb into her mouth. Did everyone see that? I won! All thanks to hard work, friendship, and raccoons.
Yeah, it was cool. But can you do the soul harvesting thing next time, Blue? I was kind of looking forward to it.
Banshee, whose name is Riz, apparently. Sweetly, your friends help you wash your raccoons off in the bathroom. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 charms. Okay, time to get some fresh air. Now this works a lot like the lunchroom, almost identically to the lunchroom. But there's like 2. This table is if you want to go by yourself. This table is if you want to phone a friend, and we've unlocked several, but not actually called anyone yet. And then we can obviously talk to a specific love interest if you want to go for any specific one person. What's your thoughts?
Let's sit with Doug.
All right, who do you want to sit with? Doug. All right, now this affects endings, although I don't know if we could get an ending, although we do have so many fucking things. How could we not get an ending?
Yeah.
The level of spice indicates how spicy the ending will be. So you can, if you want to like go all the way with Doug by the end, board game night. If you don't want to if you just want to go to the after party with him as friends, go out to dinner, and somewhere in the middle is go for a walk.
Let's do board
Hell
game
yeah.
night. Why not?
You and Doug have a great game night. You play a few friendly rounds of competitive tarot. Doug gives you some interesting readings, including one that makes you hesitant to ever eat lettuce again. All of your readings for Doug involve him kissing someone who looks suspiciously similar to you. You don't win any games, but let's be real, that wasn't your goal anyway. Hopefully there's a second date in your future. Probably since there's another fucking...
You want to end the episode?
Yeah, since there's another one of those. Let's do the comic first, and then we'll end this episode.
Okay, how long has this been?
It's been 29 minutes.
Okay.
It'll help balance out because the last episode is always really long.
Yeah, that's true.
You dive into comic work again. You're excited since the other day you had an idea for a kick-ass new character. You gotta admit, this character is secretly based on a friend of yours. So first give them a call to check and see if they're okay with you using their likeness. Question number 1. Why did you get banned from the zoo? You kept shooting a gun at random stuff for the lulz. You kept trying to fit stuff inside a zebra's mouth for scientific reasons. You tried to make No Pants Tuesdays a thing. You got robbed by dogs, so it was for your own safety.
Trying to fit stuff inside the
For
zebra's
scientific
mouth.
reasons. It gives you points
Science.
too, but yeah, it gives you
Good
points
science.
and you lose other stats. It's the whole thing. But this will affect the comic at the end. Choose a detective book that would totally catch your attention. The Case of the Missing Vagina. The Kid Detectives in Babies. Where do they come from? Death of a Twink. And the Mystery of How Planes Fly.
Let's
Case
go
of
with
the
the
Missing
first
Vagina. All right. Ooh, we got some fun.
Yeah.
Oh, your charm is so bad.
one. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm very excited to see where this goes. But we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Well,
Bye.
Cool.